It's Thursday. It is the 4th day of September here in 2025, and this is Weather for Weather Geeks, the most detailed, nerdy video, at least in terms of the weather in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania. This is the video in which I can take my time and get a little bit more detailed, certainly, than I have time to do on television, where I'm restricted by time. So thanks to everyone who's been watching these videos of late, and we've been doing these videos for almost 13 years now, 12 and a half years. Been a long time that we've been making these videos, and there's a lot more weather geeks out there than I thought there would be, and so I'm appreciative of each and every one of you who take the time to watch these videos. And, we haven't had too many really interesting things to talk about of late. The weather's been, frankly, a little bit boring in recent weeks. It's going to be pretty dull next week as well. But we did have some rare raindrops today, as expected. Rainfall totals weren't crazy or anything, but a quarter to a third of an inch worth of rain was pretty common across the area. At the Youngstown Warren Airport in Vienna in Trumbull County, 0.18 is the official number there. The first measurable rain of September so far, and we've already racked up a deficit of over a third of an inch at the airport. And, we need some rain in that location and in much of the area. Now, with today's update from the U.S. Drought Monitor, they did include parts of our TV viewing area in the moderate drought designation for the first time this season. This is mostly in areas south of Route 224, and a lot of it's in Columbiana County, over into Beaver County, PA, and all those adjacent counties to the south and west as well. Carroll County, Hancock County, Jefferson County. All these places are a little bit drier than our northern viewing area, but everyone's kind of in the same boat in the grand scheme of things. It's been pretty dry of late. We could certainly use some more rain. Not much is coming, though, for the next week or so. In the meantime, it's a nice evening for the street fair and the parade in Columbiana along the traffic circle, a little after 7 p.m. Everyone gathering here under a partly cloudy sky. Now, the sky has been, of course, fairly cloudy for a lot of the day today with the raindrops around, but the sky is clearing early this evening. Crystal clear skies out to our west, and I think this clearing will continue working in as we go into the overnight tonight. And this is going to be a recipe for some fog. Longer nights at this time of the year. We had some rain today. Cooler temperatures, clearing skies, fog, a good bit, at least patchy fog tomorrow morning. Typically our fog season around here is from about now or later in September, and especially into October as the nights continue to get a little longer. Whatever fog is out there tomorrow morning, it'll burn off, and we'll be left with a mostly sunny sky for a lot of the midday and afternoon. Now, with the Day 2 severe weather outlook today, the Storm Prediction Center, with their midday update today, did bump a low-end Category 1 risk, marginal risk, up to about East Liverpool over to Newcastle, the Pittsburgh area. It's actually a level 2 slight risk in the yellow color in southern Ohio, down near the Ohio River, Charleston, Marietta, Athens, Parkersburg. There could be a couple of pretty feisty storms in that vicinity tomorrow evening. Could impact a lot of high school football games in southeast Ohio, parts of West Virginia, southwestern PA as well. Around our television viewing area, I'm not real concerned about severe weather, and I'm not real concerned about a lot of raindrops around, frankly, for our Friday evening, but it will be a possibility that we'll see a passing random shower here and there very late in the afternoon, especially into the evening. I think some light rain will become a little more likely overnight, probably after our games. Now, this will not be a very chilly week. We've had some cool Fridays already in this young high school football season. This will not be one of those. It'll still be in the lower 70s at kickoff, and we'll be in the lower 60s towards the end of our games Friday evening. Speaking of football, the YSU Penguins home once again. This is a traditional Saturday game after a Thursday game last week. YSU takes on Robert Morris at a more traditional time of the day as well, 2 o'clock p.m. And, I mentioned the chance of rain being a little bit higher Friday night into Saturday morning. The Saturday morning rain, something we added to the forecast today because the modeling has been slowing down that front a little bit, and the plume of moisture looks like it's going to stick around a little bit longer. So I think a little bit of light rain can occur here and there Saturday morning, but it's probably gone in time for the YSU game at the Ice Castle Saturday afternoon. It's going to be cooler Saturday, kind of like it was today. Temperature is not much better than the 60s on Saturday. So here's the latest run of what we call our in-house computer model here. Meteorologists and weather forecasters look at a lot of model data when we make routine weather forecasts. Even in, situations in which the pattern is pretty simple, we still look at a lot of stuff. So this is just one run of one model. I could make this video a couple of hours long if I wanted to show you all the model data that I looked at today, but this particular model shows that possibility of fog in the morning, largely sunny then before the clouds start to increase, and this model taken literally would suggest maybe there's a passing sprinkle in the afternoon underneath that somewhat thickening cloud deck, but that would be pretty low impact. Around football time, this model does not have much in our viewing area. It has, even a partly cloudy sky. The sky doesn't stay overcast for very long. So that's one solution. That's one possibility, that the chance of rain is very minimal. We're going to keep it officially at about 20 to 30% for our high school football games Friday evening. And this model also is not real impressed with any thunderstorms around football time in southeast Ohio. They have them more in southwest Ohio and northern Kentucky, and taken literally, this model would suggest maybe a few heavy storms move in after football in southeast Ohio after midnight. And even if the timing of this is a little bit off, I think the idea is right, that southeast Ohio, West Virginia, southwestern PA, they have a better chance of a gusty storm and some lightning and thunder overnight. For us, we'll get clipped by a little bit of light rain in the Youngstown area and the surrounding counties. That chance for some light rain will continue into Saturday morning, but by Saturday afternoon, I think the rain's gone. The sky will start to brighten. We'll probably end Saturday on a fairly bright note, paving the way to a decent day on Sunday. Now, the Browns' home opener is Sunday afternoon, and it's going to be, classic football weather. A little more like October. There's going to be a little bit of a breeze. There might even be a shower here and there up near the lake shore. I don't think we see any showers around this far to the south, down in the Youngstown area, but it's going to be kind of autumnal on Sunday, with temperatures not much better than the mid-60s once again. Now, this pattern as we head into next week is bone dry, and the atmospheric moisture is very minimal on all of our weather modeling for a lot of next week. So this is going to be a beautiful stretch of weather. We just need the rain. But with this little atmospheric moisture in the atmosphere, high pressure firmly in control, we're just not talking about much in the way of wet weather through at least midweek. And our modeled rainfall totals over the next 7 days, all under a half an inch. Some of us may even see just a tenth or 2/10 of an inch total over the next week, and it's possible that this pretty dry pattern sticks around for a couple of weeks. So the drought designation that we have now in parts of eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania may, in fact, expand some in the next couple of weeks. Speaking of the next couple of weeks, this is the last weather for Weather Geeks for about a week and a half. I have some time off next week. I'll actually be at a weather conference for part of the week next week down in Alabama, but I'll be back here at home just taking a couple of days off towards the end of next week. Doesn't look like I'm going to miss much in terms of actual weather. It just looks like a sunny, pleasant stretch for much of next week. So I'll see you in 10 days here on Weather for Weather Geeks. Make it a great rest of your Thursday night, a great Friday, and weekend as well.